Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are having an amazing day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please type the number 1 in the comment section down below to let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Morning, say hey. All right, as we get started here, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only, and nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see here, folks, make sure you follow along, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us, ring the bell so you're notified on all of the videos, all the trainings that come out. Make sure you're checking that out there, right? And we put different content out on all the different social platforms, so make sure you're adding to it. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and where are we at this morning? Hey, Robert, morning. Morning, Kevin. Erica, good morning. Alan, Nico, thank you. Appreciate that. Paula, Jose, excellent, excellent, excellent. I appreciate you guys doing that. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's go take a look first at the futures. So mixed day, after last week's nice run. I mean, you can see the overall move from last week was just explosive to the upside. What happens? I get up this morning, I turn on CNBC, and I see that this one city in Ukraine did not surrender as Russia promised, which they were going to let out the civilians if they did. And now that sounds to me like they're not going to let civilians out. Dangerously low on supplies there. The woman that's taken over for Becky Quick this morning, I guess she's out for the day, has said at least 400 times, the mandates are gone. There's no masks. Our numbers are going up. What are we going to do to stop this? And she's freaking me out just with her attitude there. But all of these types of things kind of weighing on the market here this morning. So we were down much further than we are now. We're only down 4.25 on the ES right now, which puts us at 450, let's call it. We were at 430. So we were 15 points lower than we are. But it has been a stair-step pattern on the market. The question is, are we going to bounce? Because we broke the 8 and the 21 twice already. This is now the third time. Are we going to get our bounce here or not? All right, so we're down a little bit on the ES. Again, nothing crazy at this point, but the day is young. Right, we look at the YM. We're down 92 points on the YM. A little bit of a different picture. We're down and went sideways. Why? Why the down? Boeing. We'll talk about Boeing in a little while. They're the largest hit on the Dow right now is Boeing, more than half. The last time I checked. NQ, closer to what the S&P looks like. And again, because of what happened with Boeing, it's more of a big blue chip than it is a NASDAQ stock, right? Then we look at the RUT, the RTY. We are down 2.25 points right now. So nothing crazy. Big, remember, this is a very big index, right? 2,000 stocks in here. So no one stock or one sector is really going to weigh that heavily on the RUT. We look at Bitcoin. We stretched up last night to almost 43,000. I don't think we quite hit it. No, about 42.5 or so. Yesterday, we're sitting at a 41.3 right now. So the move today is down about 1,000 points, 920. Ethereum, it's had a nice recovery from its gap down on Sunday night, and it's only down 68 points right now on Ethereum. We look at gold, interesting vehicle. right? Gold had to run up as the market was coming down, but we've kind of taken the pattern of the Dow, the YM, in that sideways move. We're down about 4 points right now on gold. And then on oil, crude, we are up 444 on crude right now to 107. I did see, of course, right after I bought it yesterday, I went out yesterday, picked up, had to do some, get to a store. Saw a gas station that I used to go to a lot. I just don't go in this area anymore. Hey, gas was 10 cents a gallon cheaper here than it was in most of the other places. I'm here. Let me just stop. I needed the gas anyway. I was going to get it at my regular station, which is $4.39 a gallon. This was $4.29 a gallon. And as soon as I buy it, I start heading over. Yesterday was pizza day, so I head over to go pick up some dough to make for everybody. And on the way there, I see $3.99, which really ticks me off at 20 cents a gallon. Right? Just more of an annoyance than anything else. But gas prices had risen back up. Crude had risen back up. But it seems like we're settling. Gas stations are trying to get rid of their high-priced gas, that 120, 130 gallon, 120, 130 barrel price. They're trying to get rid of some of that, hopefully to get the price driven down a little bit. But I think that $4 is where we're going to wind up settling out a little bit. So we'll see. Hey, good morning, John. Morning, Trip. Morning, Joe. Appreciate you guys chiming in there. All right, so we did not meet Friday. So Thursday last week was, I already said I was going to be in. Friday was our inner circle meeting, right? So Friday and Saturday, where we do our highest level coaching students are there. And we had a phenomenal meeting, or a phenomenal training on Friday and Saturday. It was Friday and Saturday, 4 hours each day. So I have no trades for us to go over from last week, but I'd like you guys to still drop your trades in. How did you do last week on your companies, on your trades on Friday, Thursday, Friday? Drop them in. Let me know what transpired, what happened. And let's see if Trip and Robert and some of the others that are in our mastermind group, if they're going to drop any trades in. Were they trading while we were teaching? Very well might. And I expect it. I wouldn't be upset with it. I would be very pleased if you're multitasking, you're trading and learning at the same time. So with that, I'm going to jump ahead while you guys are putting your trades in, and let's go take a look at today's candidates. We don't have a lot. Actually, there's 4, and 2 of them were monthly options. There's nothing out there on news that is that big. I looked at earnings. I went above and beyond the platform I normally look at. I looked at earnings, and I found one that had earnings on it that was decent, right? Other than that, there's only one big name out there right now. And it's Boeing. As I said, they're weighing the heaviest on what's going on with the Dow. So Alan said HD Hubba Bubba. All right. I love it, Alan. That's good. Pepe, PANW. PANW is a nice candidate, Alan. I like them a lot lately. Chris said, no trades Thursday, 20% on both SPY and QQQ on Friday. Great job. Great job, Chris. I love it. And then Alan said, adorable Adobe. Folks, I'm going to say this. I'm going to take a minute or so, and I'm going to hit on this. Hey, good morning, Jeff. Netflix, Friday, 70%. Really nice. Oh, there's Robert. I got 24 cents on Delta Airline on calls and puts. Caught movement both ways. Good. And Robert is in our inner circle training. Erica said, SPY was amazing, and Tesla paper traded 54.07. And 507. Nice job. I don't know if the 5407 was on SPY or Tesla, Erica, but either way, great job. That is awesome. Guys, some of the students that are in our inner circle training have been with me for a decade plus. And Trip is one of them, right? Amos and so forth. And I heard from multiple students this week in our inner circle. And again, I see at least 2 of them here. I don't know who's here except who's putting in comments, but I see at least 2 of them in here right now. Again, Trip and Robert. But multiple people had said, about trading SPY. You've been saying it for years. I never paid attention to it. I heard it, but I listened to it, but I didn't hear it. Right. And I'm seeing more and more of them start to go after and trade SPY on a regular basis. I'm telling you, folks, if you do not have this in your repertoire, you are missing out on a major position to trade. When you look at volatility and you look at beta is how volatile a stock is compared to the market. Well, the market is the S&P, right? So the market has a beta of 1. So there's your main volatilities right there. Is something more volatile or less volatile as a stock? It's not historical volatility. It's not based on implied volatility. It's a beta is what it's called. It's a comparison to the market, right? The market is always a beta of 1. So it to me is the ideal position, because if the market is really volatile, there's a lot of crazy news like now, right? It's the volatility of the equity may be higher, or of the market may be higher, but the S&P still becomes the norm. That's still your position and has the norm of volatility, of beta, and so forth, right? So if the market drops, it's the same scenario. It's the volatility is still of the S&P. It always remains a 1. Every other company is in relation to that. So add S&P to your list if you haven't done so already. All right. Let's see. SPY was $5,407 on SPY, folks, which is the S&P 500 ETF. Great job, Erica. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Hey, Debbie, morning. You were trading Monster Market Movers? No, sorry. So I tried to get 3M to change their name. They won't do it. We have a training called Monster Market Movers. It's actually this Friday, I think. MMM is 3M, right? So, okay, excellent, excellent. So let's go jump in, folks, on the candidates today. And the very first one is Big Airplane, which is Boeing. So what's going on? Well, 737, not the MAX one that was having all the problems. Down plane somewhere in Asia. I didn't catch exactly where. 100 and somewhat people on that flight. It's instantaneous. It's Boeing. Boom, there's a problem, right? The stock itself drops down, right? So it's down right now. Let me move some things around here so I can get to my drawing tools, get my option chain going. All right, there's the option chain. So it's down $9.80 right now. If we go here and look at my setup, on the daily chart, you can see where the fibs are. Older fib, but we've had nothing else that worked in there. This has just been a steady decline from back here at that 275 level. It has been a steady stair step down. No elevator here, just lots of steps, right? And where are we? Well, on Friday, we closed in a neutral bias, above the 21, below the 55. So we're neutral on our bias. Okay. Well, where are we right now? We're at 183. Aha! Where is that? 182.30 is a fib line. So here's what I'd like to see right now. On a credit spread, we're going to look at a bear call spread above 192. Right? We're down here. We'd like to get the credit spread up here. Right? I'm also going to look at a long put. And I need the stock below 182. Below, let me do it this way. Below 182, below 181. I want the stock below 181 to take a directional trade, which would be a long put. So continue to slide down. We're at 182.64 right now. They heard me. We're at 182.30. Bingo. We nailed it. Look at this. 182.30 is the price there. My line is 182.30. Somebody just woke up. See, the market makers are watching this, guys. They want to know where the support levels are. All right. So I'm looking at it as bearish trade, however you slice it, guys. But how does it wind up that it opens and or closes right at those levels? You think that one is amazing? Wait, I'll show you another one in a little while. Right? Next is going to be PDD. So let's go to PDD. And actually, I don't need to bring this up. I purposely reset my charts up so I can do all of this without having to open everything back up and down multiple times. So we've got this nice bearish move that took place here. We violated the negative 618. We had a really good bounce take place in there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull this fib back in here. We're going to pull this in, right? And let's draw a new Fibonacci. We're going to come off of that swing high down to that swing low. All right, PDD is earnings. You can see the big E there on the right on the bottom there. So $11.23. Yeah, we don't need any Fibbits in there. Okay. So right now, PDD is up $1.61. They were in a neutral bias. They're at 44.21. Guys, I just drew the fib. Just drew it. Couldn't have done anything any differently than I did here, okay? And what happened? We're at 44.20 right now, and we have a 44.20 fib line. This wasn't the one I was talking about. Wait till you see it. Right? I had no idea this existed at that point, right? That this was there because I just drew it. So right now I'm looking at a bull put spread. Let's see, 44.21. Man, I'd really like to see this below 43, but in an ideal world, the best, you're not going to get any premium, I don't think, for it, would be below 39. But I just don't see us getting a lot of premium for the 39 puts. Well, I mean, I might be just way off on that. So here's PDD. 39 put is 305. The 38 put is 262. So if we go 37, 38, you're still looking, even backing the numbers out, guys, you're still looking at 28 to, call it 30 to 60. You're still looking at about 30 cents in there. So on a credit spread there. So we might, if we can get below the 39, I would like that so much better. Right? Plan, P-L-A-N. You got to have a plan. Right? PLAN right now is up $14.16. 14. Let me change this over. That did not keep. I don't know why. All right, there we go. So plan, monthly options on plan. That's the negative to it. They're up $14.17. They're a buyout at $66 a share. So guys, we're right now at 65. The buyout is at 66. So they're right there. They've gapped up and they've hit that level. Right? That 66 level. They're right at that level. And again, even the buyout, so they're at 65 right now. Even the buyout level comes right into a fib at $66 a share. And I didn't get the exact, it was about 66 is what I had read. But they're right up at that $66 level. So what do? Right? The setup, the structure here for me is, can I get a diagonal spread off on this? I want to buy something that's at least 120 days away, and I want to sell the front week if possible, if not the front month against it. The numbers are going to have to change. They're going to have to adjust, of course, after the announcements. But I'm probably going to be looking at the Januaries on this just because of its monthly. So I'm not going to have as many rotations of renting that stock out. So I'm going to go look out in January. I'm going to go look for something that has a 65 to 85 delta. I've got a 73 delta on my 60s. Now, again, this is going to change, guys, right? But I've got a 73 delta, 74. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy this. This is the way we would set this up. And then we'd go back to the front week and we would look to sell, which what would have a 40 delta. We've got a 48, which is too high. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell the 23 delta, right? 70 cents. So my cost in this trade is $5.70. Watch, I'll change this to one contract, right? We don't need to see 5-1. My limit price to do this transaction is $5.68 at the mark or the midpoint, right? So in other words, we're splitting the bid and ask in half on both sides. That's what we're trying to accomplish there. If we're able to get that, $5.68 is what we would lay out of our pocket. If that's the case, right now, what's my difference in strikes? We're looking at a 60 and a 70. If someone exercised me right now and said, I want that stock, give it to me at 70, I can buy it at 60, which means I'd make $10 on the stock and I spent $5.68. This is killer. We got to see what numbers look like in a little bit. This is killer as far as what it takes to be profitable on a diagonal spread. This is exactly what I want to see. Exactly what I'm looking for. All right. So, and even if it doesn't get taken away from me, how long at 70 cents a month will it take for me to pay this off? And ultimately, if the stock just gets back up a little bit, we've got a great profit opportunity in there. So I'm going to be looking at a diagonal. I just laid the numbers out for you here. on this, right? I'm also going to look at a bull put spread, right? And if we go back and look, if we are right now on plan at 64.75, so I'm looking at a bull put spread below 31. Right? The last one is Y, which is Allegheny. Another monthly option. Not excited about it at all. Well, not what I wanted there. All right, let me just move that off the screen, get it to the other side so I can see it a little more better. Let me take the diagonal down for now. Okay, so Allegheny, Y, is up $168 right now. Why? Warren Buffett came out and said, we want to buy you. We're going to buy you. We're buying you, right? They're buying at $848 a share. It was trading at about $676. So I've got my fibs drawn on there. I went ahead and put them on this morning. Not a stock I normally look at. Again, monthly options on it, right? If I scrunch down, well, there's 748. There's my negative 618. There's 787. There's my negative 1. There's 849.65. And they're buying it at 848. Guys, I mean, look at the numbers. Every one of our stocks today have had major advancement towards a fib level. It doesn't happen by accident. By the way, that was my last candidate. I think Sean dropped it in there, guys. Drop in the companies you want me to take a look at. I've got two others that are not part of a newsy thing, but I figured I'd give you two other ones to look at today as potentials. So drop in the candidates you want me to take a look at. Appreciate you doing that there, Sean. Getting that in. Let's see. Okay. So I just saw HB. Paul said, what does HB stand for? It stands for hard buy, Paul. It's a trade station symbology. I've never had a problem buying stocks that are there. As long as there's shares available on the float, it's not normally a hard thing to buy. I think the HB tends to make issue when you're trying to short positions. But it does stand for hard buy on trade station. But I've never really used it or paid attention to it. And sometimes you'll even see it pre-market. You'll get that HB is what shows up in there. Let's see. So, all right, we had that scrunch down. So right now we're all the way up at $845 right now. Right? So we're at the negative 1.618. Listen, in an ideal world, we don't have Fibit in here. So I need to have 100-point levels on this. Right? So I'm going to change this over to 800. I'm going to change this over to a dash dot and this nice red color, right? So what I'm looking at is a bull put spread below 800. All right. Two others to take a look at today is the Depot of Homes, right? Home Depot, they weren't a bullish bias. If I look at them right now, let's see if I put Home Depot up there. Home Depot is down $1.13 to $339.50. So I like Home Depot with a credit spread below, bull put spread below 333. God forbid you walk down my street, the dogs go nuts. All right, and then the last one is PANW. I think, what did I do there? Oh, no, I got a Kagi bar. That's not what I want. Kagi, K-A-G-I. Right. And then PANW. So PANW is not showing a print right now in pre-market. Let me go look at the chart here. Yeah, we're not showing anything right now. But PANW, so I don't have any update for where it's at this moment. But PANW, I'm looking for a pullback to that 567.70 in a bounce or a bull put spread below 567. Right? But if I can get a pullback to that fib line in a bounce, same with the Home Depot. If we can pull back to the 331.51 and bounce, it's an opportunity for an entry. All right, so let's see. With that, everyone's asking for SPY. Drop them in, folks. We got a few more minutes. to take a look at candidates here. So we're looking, let me go here. Go to all symbols. All right. So SPY right now is down 3 cents. Okay, so it ain't nothing happening there. So we're in a not true, Evelyn, we're not true bullish, but we are bullish. Okay, so if I'm trading this intraday, I'm looking for a pullback to the 441 and a bounce. Or I'm looking at pivot points. If you're looking to hold this for even for the day, but do it with a credit spread using today's expiration options, I'd be looking at below the 441 as a bull put spread. All right, so that 441 is the critical number. I hope it helps. Let me know in the comments below. Andres is asking for Apple. Remember, folks, let me know why you want me to look at the trade if you when you drop it in. If you remember, I will. If you don't remember, I will still look at it. But it just makes it a better plan when we've got that info. So right now, if we go to Apple, right? Apple right now is down 20 cents. So nothing happening there. We were in a neutral bias on Friday, Andres. So I'm not really that excited about to the upside right now. We're at 164. I got $1.50, $1.75 to the upside. It's just not much there. You can use pivots and try to really scalp it if you wanted to. I think there are better scalps than Apple, though. Or the pullback to the 161.25 and a bounce would be my preferred entry method on Apple. So let me know in the comment section below if that helps. Paulo, we got SPY for you already, so I hope that was helpful for you. Robert said, looking at NET, NET, for long calls today. So let's see, NET, NET. I just want to make a change over on the option chain. I've got too many. We got too many strikes coming up there. So it is weekly options on NET, which is Cloudflare. And you said you're looking at long calls, right? So let's go. All right. So Robert, we just got above that bearishness. We, depending on what today becomes, we could have a head and shoulders pattern in here, right? If we fail at this point, you've got the head, the left shoulder. This could be the right shoulder. Now, a right shoulder with a decline from where the left one was. So you kind of sideways, right? That is a more bearish connotation by being set up that way. If we make the move back up to where we were, about that 123, 124 level and fail, that's okay. But that's where your target is, Robert. Right about 124 is your upside target. So plenty of room. But look at the candles, Robert. That 124 was wham, and then gone, right? Boom, we hit it and we pull back. I would not be using that as my target. That's my resistance. I would probably be out somewhere around these tops over here, which is about 120, 119, 120, somewhere around there. So hope that helps, Robert. Let me know on that one. And you said LRCX. Guys, I hope you're writing these symbols down that everybody else is looking at there. Let's see. So we definitely need a new fib on here, Robert. So let's pull that puppy back. Let's come off of that. Swing high to swing low. Let's see. 475, so about 55 points. We're okay. Actually, we should put a negative 136 in. All right. So we're in neutral bias right now, Robert. When we look at LRCX pre-market, it's not showing. No print on it yet. It does have weekly options. So, Robert, 130 is support. 530 is support. 577 is resistance. It's a ping pong trade. If you get the pullback to the 530, you've got the opportunity all the way up, 50 points, all the way up to that 577 for the day. All right. Robert said he's also looking at NVIDIA. And I'm a big NVIDIA fan. Always have and always will be. All right. They're up $1 right now. So they're sitting at 265.5. So you're right in the middle there, Robert. So pivot points or a pullback to the 259 and a bounce for the entry with 274 as resistance. You could also look at a credit spread below that 259, bull put spread. And last one Robert had in there was Mr. Softy. Ooh, that's not them. Like what? That is not Microsoft's picture. So they close in a bullish bias, not true bull, but bull. Right now, Robert, they're at 298 quarters, so they failed off of that 300 level. I really wanted to get above the 302, bounce and retest and bounce, and take the retest as the potential entry up to 310 as our resistance point. All right, so Robert, I hope all that helped. Appreciate you giving me all that feedback there. John saying Baba long off of the 100 level with confluence of the fib line. Okay, so BABA, let's do that first. Let's get that in. All right. So Baba long off the 100 level with confluence of the 99.33 and the 8 and 21 EMAs. So basically what John is saying is, and correct me, John, if I'm wrong, you're talking about pulling back to that 100 and a bounce, and there's the entry, correct? And if that's the case, yes, absolutely. That makes it an A trade, right? If you can get the breakout of the 109 level today, oh, wait, we're at 103.36 right now. Aha. So did more delisting stuff come out? If they did, John, I would be careful there on those, on that news. I was going to say if it was here and moved up, retest the 108.70 in the bounce, that's great. It's a B trade, but I'm fine with it. But yeah, your analysis is perfect, John. You've got all the right levels in there, so good job with that. Let's see. Tripp said, looking at the diamonds, but I'm not sure. Has it gone too far? Close at 3. Okay, so let's go look at the IA. And Tripp said it's currently at 346.71. He just typed that one in now as I got to his candidate. So we're down about 50 cents then from there. So it's kind of midpoint, right, Tripp? It's in the middle. I love the moving average cross, the 821 cross. We're bullish, although we're not true bull. That 8 to 21 moving average cross says, yes, you can take a directional trade, right? So if we can get the pull back to 344.5 and a bounce, that would be my best setup on it if we can get that. Let me just take a quick look there. Oh, no wonder that's not changing. All right. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, you could look at pivots on it, Tripp, but we're right in the middle. It's kind of rough with it being where it is right now. So you could pivot trade it or the move back to 344.5 and a bounce. We're not that far away. We're only $2 from that. So that would be the way I would look at it. You're welcome, Robert. Debbie's asking for monster market movers again. All right, so 3M. Let's pull that out a little bit. All right, so on 3M, we're up 50 cents to 148.83. So, Debbie, we got above the 147.69 on Friday. We are above the 148.33, which is the 21. I would love to see it retest the 147.69 in a bounce, and you have a clear and concise entry up to that 152.5 as resistance. So probably 151, 51.5 would be my target for exit here. So I hope that helped. Let me know. And it looks like that is our final candidate. All right. So, guys, listen. Some of you are super busy and you are trying to figure out how to fit trading into your lifestyle. What if the trade was literally spoon-fed to you? What if I told you 3 days a week, 2 hours a day is all I need from you? And I don't need you to be actively watching the market, right? But you just need to be able to place trades at some point in that 2 hour period of time, 3 times a week. If you're interested in something like that, Sean, can you drop in the link to the training that Brandon is doing this week? Right? Brandon has a free training this week that he's putting on, which is called Crush Your Trading. Okay? Crush Your Trading in 2 hours. Right? It's coming up on the 23rd at both 8 p.m. and 12 p.m. They're the same training, but you are welcome to register for both. But you definitely want to get yourself into this training, guys. I mean, Brandon came into our inner circle the other day and talked about what he's doing with SPX and some of the things that he's managing on these types of trades. And very little work, a very high probability of profit on the setups and so forth. So if you have an interest in it, go ahead and I think I can do that, right? Sure. Sean? Didn't go in for me. I don't know why. Looks like mine is spinning. I got an error occurred. Okay. So, yeah, Sean got those links in there, guys. So grab those links. If you don't see them, go over to the website, go to the members area, and Crush Your Trading in 2 hours is right there. Click on it. It'll take you right over. You can register free. John said, signed up, looking forward to it. Yeah, we're going to have fun, John. It's a good class. Brandon does a great job teaching this one. He really does. He's really passionate about what he's doing inside of here. So signed up too. Great, Erica. Appreciate it. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. God bless. And I will see all of you mañana at our next one. Take care, folks. Safe trading. Talk to you soon. Bye.